Now we turn to a growing health trend among adults. More and more people signing up for what's known as executive physicals. They are intense, day-long exams that use the latest technology to test you for just about every possible medical condition. Patients see it as a preemptive strike that could save their lives. But are those tests really worth the money? ABC's Nancy Weiner has more.
The doctor will see you now.
It's a medical tradition that dates back over a century, the annual physical. Doctors draw blood, check vitals, and offer a basic health assessment.
Big breath.
But it's an appointment that many avoid.
One of the things that we do in a busy schedule is neglect our bodies.
Ron and Gail Purpura of Staten Island, New York, just turned 50. And both of their families have a history of heart disease.
Because my father had a quadruple bypass when he was 63, I wanted to make sure I wasn't headed down that same road.
So the Purpuras have signed up for the latest in high-tech checkups, a comprehensive executive physical at Princeton Longevity Center in New Jersey.
What a typical annual physical is reasonably good at is picking up the presence of diseases that are already there. What we're trying to do is tell what you're at risk for 10 or 15 or 20 years from now.
Over the course of 7 straight hours, Ron and Gail will undergo an exhaustive battery of exams.
2 and 1. Here we go.
An exercise physiologist performs a stress test to gauge their heart function. A fitness evaluation tests flexibility and muscular strength.
Is that causing any discomfort at all?
A little bit.
On the right shoulder? Okay.
Next door, an in-house dietitian works on a nutritional plan.
This day you had some coffee and an egg McMuffin. Is that...
That's not normal. That's very abnormal, trust me.
So
DKHCS.
Vision and hearing tests are standard, while yet another technician measures body fat and bone density, an indicator of osteoporosis.
Injection in progress.
But the clinic's centerpiece is this $2 million CT scanning machine, where Ron and Gail's internal organs are x-rayed and analyzed in vivid detail.
It's just incredible when you get to see your body up there and on a computer screen, and you can see your whole skeleton and see what's going on inside.
You can literally take a virtual tour through your colon. That is quite an amazing trip.
We can look at the lungs and see if there's any sign of even very early lung tumors developing. We find cancers, we find aneurysms. It's really very common to find things.
Some critics worry that these so-called super physicals may be more about marketing than medical necessity, and that they may cause needless anxiety.
The problem with over-testing and getting screening tests that are not evidence-based is that they often identify abnormalities that are going to be of no consequence to the patient if they had gone undetected.
Give me a big ah.
And with doctors assigned to no more than 3 patients per day, the individual attention and high-tech gadgetry doesn't come cheap. Executive physicals here start at around $3,000. At exclusive resorts like the Greenbrier and Canyon Ranch, where physicals are often paired with luxury spa treatments, the costs can run much higher. But the Purpuras say the price they pay now may save them big in the long run.
The experience for me was very eye-opening. I was able to see what I needed to do now at 50 to save me at maybe age 60 undergoing quadruple bypass like my mother did.
For Good Morning America, Nancy Weiner, ABC News, New York.
So now you're wondering if you should get the executive physical. Well, the advice we often offer, check with your doctor first. And a couple of tips from the experts. Not all executive physicals are created equal. Make sure your exam includes all of the diagnostic tests that you need based on age and gender and medical history. And you might want to check with the insurance company first. Many patients end up paying at least 50% of that cost out of pocket. We'll be right back.